Breakups are hard to handle, especially if there are still feelings involved. Women are literally emotional in nature, that is why most of the time we are looser. Knowing that you might not hold that person you love is the hardest part of our life. Sometimes we are trying to keep the relationship that we had, though we know that it is already toxic, and the best thing that we can do is just to let go. What happens when it's obvious that an ex has feelings for you? Do you also want to get back together? Do you want to continue being apart? Most men during breakup will say many things, especially when they are drunk. Usually, they are sending so many texts and then will ignore your call the next day. What are the signs that your ex-boyfriend wants you back? If you find out that your man still loves you, then that doesn't mean you can control the situation anymore. The best thing you can do is to be there for him when he wants to talk. Here are some signs that your ex still loves you. 1. He calls or texts you. It always happens, and a common sign if your ex still loves you. If he calls you at the random time to talk or to ask you a question that didn't really need a phone call about, then it is a sign. If you still love him, then go through this emotion. 2. If your ex is acting out, trying to make jealous and being aggressive. Your ex is still in love with you if he shows those reactions and attitudes towards you. 3. He's been following you. I don't mean literally. I mean following you on social media, and he is secretly watching you. It happened to me before and it is quite thrilling. 4. He communicates with your family and friends. If a man is serious about your breakup, then he will have no qualm in breaking all ties in order for him to move on. They will stay in touch with your family and friends so that you could appreciate his effort. 5. Touching. This actuation feels like heaven to me. Yes, you will feel it when you are also still in love with him. For instance, he will touch your arms and greet you. 6. They are acting competitively. If you notice your man is constantly posting of him out of many girls on social media, you may be surprised to hear that he may still love you. 7. Drunken dialing. Common signs that usually happen that women and men have done during breakups. He calls you when he is super drunk, and then the other day, he doesn't know about what he had said. 8. His friends tell you that he is miserable. Your breakups hurt a lot. So if your ex is still in love with you, they are thinking it's the end of his world, thus, his life will be more miserable. 9. He doesn't date anyone for a long time. If she still loves you, meaning he is not yet ready for the next relationship, that is why he is not entertaining others anymore. He may think that there is another chance already, so looking for someone new is not his priority. If you are seeing that your ex is posting sad status, he might not move on yet and he still loves you. Don't disregard him. Remember that in the end, it is still your decision. Think about for how many times before you decide, because it is already your second chance. Of course, there is almost no room for another mistake.